Jenny, Domino's Pizza.
So I was going to say, I have to say this week we've talked Lulu, Starbucks, American Eagle, and now Domino's this week on the segment. And so I think it's been a pretty good week for me.
For the record, for the Bears game last night, I did have pizza, but it wasn't Domino's.
See, and I know
Full
it's
disclosure.
like a sin to say when you live in Chicago, but I love Domino's Pizza. And I was very sad.
My kids like Domino's.
See, it's very cool among the younger crowd.
Yes.
But the last time they had earnings, basically, it was tragic for them. So we kind of see them rebound a little bit off of that. But now they have this investor open house today beginning at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. So Landon, what are you really seeing ahead of that investor open house?
Well, first, let me just say I'm feeling very good. I'm well rested after sleeping through that Bears game. That was unbelievable.
We all did. Don't worry.
We all did.
Newsflash, their quarterback's better than our quarterback. There.
Yeah.
Let's just
Tough
get that
start
out
to the
there
NFL.
as if we didn't know that.
So yeah, Jenny mentioned that last quarter, and that was really bad. It was a huge miss. I think they came in, same store sales were about 3% instead of plus 4.6%. Revenue was about 25 billion lighter than expected. So really bad quarter, and we actually saw that coming at LikeFolio, and a lot of it has to do with Domino's direction as far as technology. So if you look at their purchase intent chart, you see something that kind of jumps out at you. First of all, you see that it is very seasonal. Obviously, it peaks around Super Bowl every year. But what you also notice is that it has started to trail off. It was on a very nice uptrend for a long time. Beginning of 2008, 2018, it started to go kind of sideways and is now drifting down. And a lot of that has to do with their, their insistence on being the technology leader. So if you look back from 2010 to 2018, CEO Patrick Doyle took that company from $11 a share to over $200. Right, he 20x'd it. He did a great job, unbelievable. And he did that through technology and reinventing the pizza, reinventing the formula for the pizza, and just making it better. But then since 2018, the new guy, Richard Allison, he's kind of married to inventing new technology and being a leader. And I think he's got to get away from that because things are moving in a different direction. You've got different companies offering food delivery. And so now Domino's has hundreds of competitors where you used to have 2 or 3 from the big pizza guys. Now it's every company that makes food is a competitor to Domino's because anything can be delivered.
Yeah, the whole theme song, Domino's Pizza delivers. Now it's every single fast food company in the world
I don't even know that, so that's...
How old are you?
Yeah, not old enough to know that. That's bizarre.
I don't know that one either.
It is interesting, though, because now you can get anything delivered. I mean, pizza was the kind of the front runner of delivery, especially Domino's with their tracker, and now this technology is basically obsolete because you have Uber Eats, you have Grubhub, you have Postmates. I mean, living in Chicago, it's like you can't possibly pick one. There's so many.
And you're not limited to fast food either. You can get basically any restaurant you want. That's the danger. And you all of a sudden you're getting steaks delivered, Kevin. Then you're going to get in trouble.
Now, I mean, like I said, you're looking at a guy I haven't had pizza in like 6 months, and I had pizza last night for the Bear game. It's kind of a celebration. Mm-hmm. So
Not much to celebrate, though.
We were celebrating right up until kickoff. And then, well, that was a major buzzkill. But let's not go there and talk about that. Let's stay on Domino's Pizza, which, my younger kids, much like Jenny Horn, my younger kids do like Domino's Pizza. But that being said, in the age of delivering anything, they have more choices now.
They do. And so, Landon, I know you have a chart on food delivery comparisons. So what are you seeing there? Because I know that now their CEO basically said they're not going to get involved in these third parties, which has obviously been a bad thing for them.
Right, yeah. So Allison, the CEO, he's kind of doubling down. He likes to do his own thing. And I think that for a long time, they were really good at delivery and they had 2 or 3 competitors, but now they've got hundreds. And so you see on this chart in the green line, generic food delivery, which is basically just anyone talking about getting some kind of food delivered through one of those third-party providers. And then in blue, you've got pizza delivery. And you can see that right when generic food delivery starts to really take off, that's when pizza delivery is starting to slide and go sideways. And I think this is a problem for Domino's that they're sort of refusing to acknowledge. They're going with their e-bike delivery. They're doing a lot of other things with technology, which usually I would applaud and say, great, good for them. But I think at some point you kind of have to just say, you know what, we're going to outsource this. These other companies are much better, and we need to be on Grubhub's menu. We need to be on Uber Eats' menu. because people actually use those for getting pizza delivered. It's strange, but they do. And by not doing that and by trying to invent your own, you're competing with so many people that you don't need to be competing with, and you're focusing your resources on this technology when you should be focusing it on marketing and pizza.
And Landon, real quickly, have you seen any data on their new marketing thing, which is the whole delivery insurance and the kind of the joke? It's what a huge swing and a miss for them to, yeah, like anyone's going to need insurance on delivering their pizza. Come on,
Yes.
Really? Oh. What a miss.
Those commercials are the exact reason I don't have cable, because those are so bizarre.
They're horrible.
They really are. But our first tweet says 235 to 100 within a year. Mark my words, son. Domino's Pizza is the worst food business with big shrinking margins and tough competition. Growth deterioration happening now. Poor sales and could get ugly. Have you seen last quarter's results? Go short, Domino's.
All right, first and foremost, who's he calling son? First, I got a little problem
I
with
struggled
that.
if I should read that or just take that part out.
Now, wait a
It
minute.
felt wrong coming out of my mouth. But I mean, their earnings did speak for themselves. Obviously, this has not gone in their favor, going against the trend. And I wonder if they'll eventually partner up. I think recently McDonald's asked now this partnership with Grubhub or Uber Eats. They have a new partnership, Uber Eats. So that you have to get on board here.
Yeah, the question you have to ask Domino's is, what's in the pipeline? Do you have something in the pipeline that's going to change this rhetoric? Because right now the rhetoric is the rest of the world is leaving you behind in terms of delivery. And pizza delivery, as you can see the trend on the chart here, is dropping off where the rest of the world has kind of gotten into the delivery business. So what's in the pipeline for Domino's as a game changer?
No kidding. You got to wonder. But our next tweet is from Jim Bianco, who says, Domino's and Google came public within a month of each other in 2004. One makes people fat and the other is transformational. Look at this unbelievable chart and tell me which is which. So if you pull up actually a comp chart 15 years back of Google versus Domino's, it's really interesting because I mean, look, it's remarkable. Before lately, it was remarkable because Domino's was skyrocketing, beating Alphabet. So actually, Jim Bianco was in studio earlier talking to Oliver Rennick.
He was just talking. Jim Bianco was just in the TD Ameritrade studio on with Oliver Rennick. And the other thing I take from that is Google makes people fat? That's weird. Now there's something I didn't know.
He said everyone he asks gets this chart wrong if you look at it without the actual labels.
Right.
He said I thought that was super interesting, and I was like, your tweet's going to be on Fast Market today.
There it is.
I liked, but I mean, I just thought that was a really interesting story. Obviously, Google is so much bigger than Domino's, but it's a remarkable growth story despite its recent activity.
Yeah, that's a fantastic chart. And if you look at that chart again and you look at it when that CEO switch happened in the beginning of 2018, you can see a big shift. And I mean, I hate to beat up on the guy, but the current CEO really needs to let go of the past and start looking forward and start partnering with people. They've got that call, in about 45 minutes or so, an investor's open house. So I'm going to listen in on that and see if he gets hammered or not. He should after that last earnings report, but he's got to shift direction, in my opinion.
Heavy wears the crown.
We're going to be flipping between Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the Domino's open house here. But Landon, just to wrap it all up here, and kind of that comparison to Google and Alphabet is you have one getting investigated for antitrust for dominating a space, and you have the other one basically, losing market share hand over fist as new entrants are coming into their delivery space. So it'll be interesting how it all shakes out. But as you guys are looking at your data here, you do see that divergence. You do mention a little bit of concerns with the CEO and the direction they're taking it. If you guys had to make a call on, let's say, the medium term, are you guys leaning a little bit bearish?
Yeah, I think their next report is in October. I would say that if they continue on this path, we're definitely leaning bearish. If you look at this, I know this is a wrap up, but one more point. If you look at the year over year, food delivery mentions are up 35%, pizza delivery is down 4%, and they're focusing on the wrong one. So medium term, definitely bearish, long term bearish if they don't turn this around.